Canto 14. Spurred by my affection for the city of my birth, I picked up the scattered leaves and returned them to the one whose voice was now faint and reedy. Leaving the thicket, we came to the border between the second circle and the third, where one witnessed a terrible type of justice. The only way to describe this bizarre place is as a hideous waste site, a barren plain where no plant could possibly take root. The grim thicket circled in, just as the thicket had been ringed by a deep ditch. Our feet was sand and deep and dry as that which by in the day was beneath Cato's feet when he walked across the desert. Avenging God, how much you'll be feared, but everyone who reads what I was now allowed to see. I saw endless crowds of naked souls, all of them crying miserably. They seemed to be serving different sentences. Some lay flat on their backs on the sand, some sat on the ground, knees to chest, others moved around incessantly. The greatest number were those in motion. Those on their backs, writhing and angry, formed the small group. They shrieked the loudest. Over the entire expanse of sand, giant flakes of fire were drifting down like snow on the top of a windless mountain. Alexander, seeing fire, descend on his army, while crossing toward India, flames reaching the ground undiminished, instructed his men to extinguish the single flecks by stamping on them, rather than risk a conflagration. Here it came down eternally like that, causing the sand to flare like tinder under flint, which doubled the pain. There was a constant dance of anguished hands, first here, then there, as they brushed off the burning. I said, "Teacher, I so admire how you've overcome everything except those intransigent demons who wouldn't bridge at the gate of Dis. Now tell me, who's that big scowling guy lying there sneering, as if he doesn't know he's burning? Even the fiery rain doesn't seem to soften him." That one who could tell I was referring to him yelled, "I was defiant when I was alive. I'm the same way, dead." Yet Jove wear out the steelman, from whom he grabbed the thunderbolt at the state of rage in order to strike me down the day I died. Let him exhaust them all, one metal worker after another, at the sooty Mongibello forge, shouting, "Come on, Vulcan, let's have some help here." Like he did at the Battle of Phlegra, he can even throw his bolts with maximum force, but he can't have pleasure with his vengeance. I then heard Virgil take a tone I'd never heard him use before. Paradoxically, Capaneus, your arrogance makes your punishment worse. The rage burning inside you causes more torment than the outer fire. He looked calmer when he turned back to me. That was one of the 7 who attacked Thebes and still scorns. God doesn't think much of him, but like I told him, it's perfect. His spite acts like a badge of honor that stabs him in the chest. Now come along behind me. Keep your feet back from the burning sand and stay like this at the edge of the thicket. We stayed silent until we came to a place where a narrow stream gushed from the forest. I shudder remembering how red it was, like the hot spring from the spa of Bulacame, the one that cuts through the working girls' quarter, where troughs divert it to their rooms. It cuts across the sand, its bottom, and both inner and outer banks, as well as margins on either side, were petrified rock. I noted this as a possible path. Of all the things I've shown you, since we first made our way through the always open door of this, you see nothing firsthand as remarkable as the stream in front of us. The mist that rises from it puts out every flame that floats above it. That's what my teacher said. Hearing this, I asked him to now provide me with some food, since he'd whetted my appetite. In the middle of the sea, he said, is a wasteland called Crete. It was once under the sign of Saturn. When he ruled, the world was innocent. There's a mountain called Ida that was then covered with streams and greenery. Now it's only rats' feet over broken glass. Rhea chose it as a safe place, to rock her baby's cradle, to better hide his infant cries. She had people raise a ruckus. Inside the mountain there's a huge ancient man. His back is to Damietta, and he looks to Rome, like a man looking intently into the morning mirror. His head is made of fine gold. The arms and chest are of pure silver. From the waist to where the torso divides is brass, and from there down is finer forged iron, except for the right foot, which is baked clay. He leans more of his weight on it. Down every part except gold, a fissure drips tears, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop drop, that hit the rock he sets on. Over time, the tears have cut a canyon. They take a path, rock to rock, until here, in the decaying hole, they become the infernal rivers, the sad Acheron, the abhorred Styx, the fierce Phlegethon. And then, when there's no lower level, what's left empties into the lake of Coctius. You'll soon see that stagnant bathtub, so I won't describe it. I asked, if the stream we're looking at begins in the world and descends, why are we only seeing it now at this border? He said, you know hell is a series of circles. So although you've come so far, dripping ever further down by always turning left, we haven't made an entire circle at any level. So you shouldn't be surprised if you encounter something new. In that case, where's Lethe and Phlegethon? You didn't mention the first, and you said the second is formed from the falling tears. I like it when you ask questions, he said, but the boiling red water you already saw should provide you with one answer. Lethe you'll see later, after we leave the abyss. The souls go there to wash up, once they've repented, and the fault they're sorry for has been removed. Then he said, we should go. We have promises to keep. Stay close behind me. We can walk on the margins where it's not burning. Over both of those, every flake of fire gets extinguished.